know, both of them have been honorary in SoCal several times on that PR and everything.
Right.
So I'm sure they've had experience playing each other, but we're going to go right into the Aegis. Forget the Cloud. I know we were talking about it, but Dog is gone.
And that's even more interesting. Again, that recovery is what seems to be like, you know, they're going to be the most exploitable, but it's going to be really hard for kind of Big Boss kind of operate in neutral because, you know, when Mythra gets one hit, oh my god, she gets 1,000. We're going to see, we're going to count it up right now. You know, already at disadvantage. The game has just started.
I think that's a big idea, right? Because Cloud can be super oppressive when he has limit, you know, get all the boost.
Right.
But Mythra just has the speed, has the frame data to always outbox Rob, and maybe that's the idea, right? Just keep the pressure and never let yourself get hit.
I mean, outboxing Rob is no easy task, but that man can box. He's got the down tilt. You know what I mean? He'd be scrapping. And look, you're seeing it right there. Big Boss showing the card already. It's just on Sparg0 to kind of like, you know, combat that, get out of the way, and kind of keep the oppression on. Look at this. Keeping him on the ledge.
Yeah, no, that F tilt, that up air, good gracious, just leaving the pressure. Ooh, even calling out that air dodge. Ooh, good gracious, pulled out the pyro and immediately just gone. And
I like how Sparg0's approaching this matchup, right, with the gyro. A lot of players, when they have the gyro in hand, will throw it away. And that just comes back quickly. What Sparg0 seems to be doing is either keeping it in his hand or throwing it upwards to kind of delay so, you know, Big Boss can't pluck it straight away. It's limiting one resource from Rob, and I feel like that's so essential.
Yeah, I think another big thing is just understanding how it performs with the different aerials that Sparg0 wants to employ. We saw it a little bit earlier, just pop it right into the Mythra dash attack and everything.
For sure. Ooh. This is so smart. Are you noticing the switching? He keeps switching when the projectiles come out to kind of, you know, leave it alone, kind of like disappear. And reappear to kind of like dodge the projectiles. It's really smart from Sparg0.
It's one of the big things that I think set Sparg0's Aegis apart, especially in the early days, was just a willingness to switch whenever they felt they needed to.
Right.
And so we're seeing him quite often just, all right, I'm going over to Pyra. Even if it's not to be Pyra, it's just get a little bit of intangibility to avoid that gyro.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Or just to mix up some of the recovery timings as well, because they have different air drift and fall speeds.
Yeah, being deceptive on how you want to recover to the ledge is going to keep Big Boss guessing for sure. And you see, using that up B, the shots, the projectiles. Oh!
Coming back in though.
I talked about the long-lasting nairs, man. I feel like Rob has huge hitboxes that just last forever.
Hey, look, he's got a big burner. Ooh, coming in with that side beat. That's so aggressive and almost losing the stock for it. Might still.
Yeah, I love the wait for the bear as well, just, you know, keeping him out. And this is where Mythic is going to struggle to get back to the ledge on the horizontal side.
Yeah.
Or they've got that side B that's very, very easy to intercept.
Yeah, no, and that is the other thing. You have to be very careful with that because, as you said, it's susceptible, especially against a character like Rob.
Right.
Like, Gyro should be able to get through it if you could thread the needle around the hitboxes, but even then, you still have down air too, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And that's a pretty long, lingering hitbox, and you can maybe find the spike on it. And so there's a couple of options that Rob has, especially that laser being transcendent as well. So looking for that down air.
You see Sparg0 baiting with the up B. He wants him to come in close again and again, but Big Boss staying at range. He's got the gyro on the ledge either way. Doesn't need to interact.
Here's the thing. He's got to be careful with that too.
Yeah.
Because Pyro doesn't always have a hitbox on that up B. And so all of a sudden, Big Boss can go ahead, throw in that up air and catch early, maybe throw in a forward air or side B as well. There could be some early stocks if Sparg0 allows himself to stall.
That was so
long.
good. Really good tech chase from Big Boss. Noticed the rollout, chased him down and found the kill. And now it's even, bro. I feel like Sparg0 had a really good, strong opening gambit, but Big Boss are kind of able to kind of mitigate that. And now it's like kind of evenish. And look at it. All it takes is one motion, Yin, bro. And Rob will take stocks.
100%. I mean, you can see Big Boss right here. He just has an understanding of where to place his moves to move around these different Mythra mix-ups.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think that just comes into the fact that, I mean, this guy has some Aegis experience, to say the least.
Yeah.
And, ooh, but it don't matter. That down air into up smash going to do the trick. That's the scary thing. At any time, that pirate can pull the trigger, and you're gone.
I mean, I feel like that's such a really good, like, you know, clutch thing to have in the back of your pocket. You know what I mean? I feel like Sparg0, it doesn't matter how far that down air reaches, it will clutch it. Forget bread and butter, bro. Big Boss got toasted right there, all the way to the blast zone. Damn. Strong first game, but it was kind of looking scary, though. Not gonna lie.
Oh, 100%. And that's kind of the thing. Big Boss started really firing on all cylinders at the end of that game and starting to push Sparg0 to have to find that kill faster.
Yeah, and I feel like we were talking about, you know, earlier with the top player having that good adaptation. I feel like Big Boss kind of forced out of Sparg0. Kind of like the survival of the fittest, bro. You have to find it or else you're gonna die.
And
natural selection, baby.
That's where you start seeing players like Big Boss and Sparg0 start having to adapt within seconds notice.
For sure.
They don't get the time, and whoever doesn't transition sooner loses.
Yeah. Sparg0 starting strong, but, you know, Big Boss with these aggressive, you know, landings, trying to get back down stage, no matter how much the inspiration is.
Yeah, that down air might have gotten you out once, but it ain't getting you out now. Retreating back to the ledge, I like that idea. There's a lot of times where you see players just try to force their way down out of the jungle, whether that's with air dodge or just float down. Big Boss like, nah, I don't want to play this no more. I'm going to ledge and finding the kill off of that up air too. Gyro in hand. This is where it's going to be scary. Don't want to let no combo come out.
And the up tilt was the one to kind of start the party, you know, raising the roof on him. Sparg0 definitely too young for that party for sure. Just going to lose out on that and see right back into it. Pyra, bro, just doing so well at just keeping the game even.
Yeah, I think one of the adjustments Big Boss can make there is saving his air dodge to go to ledge.
Right.
Because you're noticing as he's like starting to flow up, and he's just trying to delay to avoid the down tilt, but where he's swinging himself up, all of a sudden, boom, I'm two-framing you. And so maybe saving that air dodge, that way you could air dodge to ledge out of the burner.
Yeah.
And maybe that'll be able to get you through that down tilt.
Nice basic gyro combo to kind of keep Big Boss in disadvantage. Sparg0 doing a lot with the gyro right now. Seems to be better with him instead of Rob, honestly. And I feel like that does show the kind of experience that Sparg0 has with the Rob. You know, he's very comfortable using gyro, abusing it, finding these stocks. And Big Boss kind of has to work hard now to kind of, you know, find this way back to keep it even.
I think the nice thing about this game is neither one of them are trying to rely on some matchup check or character knowledge that the other might not have. Because you can't. Both these players have a lot of experience against Aegis, against Rob, super common top tiers. Even at the top level, you got Sparg0, you got Leo, you know, and so both with Aegis and then Zomba, Big Boss, and like Aaron, and I mean when Zachary comes out, you know, and so
yeah, you make a good point. The thing I love about what Big Boss is doing though is when he gets a grab, he's opting for back throw more than he's up throws. Usually a lot of Robs will go for like up throw fair, and that can kind of be like, you know, negative on hit. These back throw fairs are forcing. Oh, never mind, bro.
No, Tech, we got it done.
I was gonna say they're forcing Sparg0 in a bad position, but you know, Sparg0 looking good right now.
Those edge guards, right?
Yeah, it's keeping him on the ledge.
That's where Big Boss needs to make that money, but you know what? Sparg0 pulling in the bag right now and raking in the dough. Going up 2-0, this is where Big Boss really needs to start figuring this out, and quickly.
It's kind of the same thing as the first game, right? They're keeping it even as the you know, the earlier stocks go on, but as that set goes on, it just feels like Sparg0 has that kind of, as people like to say, the X factor, right? To find that kill. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter if Rob has all these things he can do, whether it's the side Bs, the neutral airs, whatever have you, know. Sparg0's kit just seems to be kind of better in finding that final kill.
Oh, 100%. Sparg0, that's the thing. What else needs to be said other than he is one of the greatest right now, and he just understands that adaptation. Look at that tomahawk. The idea of, like, if you shield, I still get the grab, but if you down tilt here, I'm going right over top of that, and I'm finding the grab because you wanted to swing a little too early.
It just feels like Sparg0 just has, like, every time the game starts, he's off the running, you know what I mean? He always makes sure to have a strong start to kind of set the pace of the game, and it just feels like Big Boss is always trying to catch up, and he's looking a bit too slow right now, just can't get back down. The Mithra straight to the Pyra, getting that kill off the side, and he's only got 40% on tacked on Yin, bro. It might be over, low-key.
Low-key, but hey, look, if there's any character that can shut a character down, especially when that recovery is exploitable, it's going to be Rob, and it's going to be Big Boss, you know. The question becomes, how do you position with that gyro and everything? Sparg0 looking for the kill already, got the Pyra on deck. You know he wants to end this here and now. Yeah,
for sure. I just love how he's spacing his aerials more and more to bait out these grabs from Big Boss. He's getting a lot of punish off here as well. Raises the roof on him, the up tilt coming up, and the classic up air, just to kind of keep it even. And I feel like this is where Rob can kind of, like, you know, make an impact. Like I said, the back throws are going to be very vital here. Instead of the up throws, to kind of keep him off stage, which is where you want Pyra Mithra, but Aegis had the number. How do you grab her so much?
Yeah, I will say Big Boss starting to slow this game a lot more down. Before, it felt like there was a lot more pressure being exerted by Big Boss with those swings on the fair, the little scoot on the down tilt. But,
little scoot.
but now we're seeing a lot more like space nair and gyro play in just an attempt to try to keep Sparg0 out to allow himself to find some time.
Right, and the punish game from Big Boss is, you know, starting to work out. You know, already bringing this back to kind of E-finish. But, you know, it's just a matter of how do you find the stock, man.
Laser coming through. I like that idea where the laser will catch the fastball, but go ahead and set yourself up to find the kill on the jump, right? Down air a little bit too slow. That's like frame 20. It ain't catching nothing.
Doesn't find the tech off the up B laser or the projectile, and now he's going to get caught on ledge. The foresight not coming through for them, and again, techs it that time. No, vital tech had to, and it's do or die, man.
173, and you are gone. Still, stock able to be taken. The question becomes, how do you get that neutral win against Aegis? All Sparg0 needs to do, switch over to Mythra, and look, now speed coming into play, but already getting caught up. Ooh, the fair to catch the side B. Hasn't pulled that card until just now.
And all it takes is one gyro there into the side B. That's all it takes. But Sparg0 using the gyro for his own, utilizing it very well in this set so far.
Yeah. Gosh, it's insane to just watch players who understand how to utilize gyro in combos, because it's not a like super common thing, right?
Yeah, of course.
You'll run into Rob, but normally you don't have to like have the gyro play. Sparg0 just has it ready.
You see Big Boss charging on that gyro already. Just wants to get it in hand for the gyro nares. Watch out for that side B on the right side.
Oh, just barely whiffing on the side B. Almost got it, but still all the same. Really bringing it back now, and it's even.
And now it's clenching time, bro. I feel like Sparg0 had a little bit of trouble. The Rob turned this game on the side of his head. Has to find the kill, though. What does Sparg0 do? Doesn't switch to the Pyra. Keeps up Mythra for the speed. Wants the neutral wins.
Yeah, and now here, every time Sparg0 gets into this advantage state where Big Boss is off stage, that's when the Pyras come out, because there's the chance that you get the down air, you get the forward air catch in the ledge trap, and I like that idea where all of a sudden speed isn't necessary, you just need the power.
Right.
Patience here. Immediate adaptation from Sparg0 to get that win. We saw 5 seconds ago, Sparg0 has him at ledge, and Big Boss immediate swing to try to get off. Sparg0 going ahead, positioning himself in the same placement. All right, come on.